I've got 6 summer watering tips for you today on pots and trowels, and that's brought to you with the support of Cobra Garden and King Seeds. Hello and welcome to Pots and Trowels. Well, today I'm going to give you 6 tips to help keep your plants healthy and growing in the dry weather that we're experiencing at the moment. In fact, in some parts of the country, due to the lack of rain over the last 3 or 4 months, hosepipe bans have been brought into place, and there's probably going to be more to follow. So from a gardener's point of view, that means we've got to look at other ways to water our garden. Now, a great way, of course, is if you've got a water butt, use the water in there. But we've not had any rain for ages, so we're pretty much empty now on the water butts. So we're having to use mains water, but the secret is to use it carefully and wisely. My first tip is to always water when it's cooler, so early morning or evening. I prefer the evening. The sun's going down now, it's gone down behind the big hedge at the back of us, so the garden is in the shade, it's a little bit cooler. So if we do water now, that water will soak down to the roots and they've got all night to charge themselves up, ready to stand the heat of the following day. Tip number 2 is to use a watering can. In fact, if you live somewhere where the hose pipes have been banned, you've got no choice. But the reason I prefer a watering can is because you can gauge better how much water you give. With a hose pipe, you spray it around and you've got no idea how much you're giving them. With a watering can, you do. This is a 2-gallon can. If I water 4 plants or 4 containers, I know they're each getting about half a gallon each. And only water things that do need it. If they're established in the garden, they won't need water, and certainly don't water the lawn. It's such a waste of water, and as soon as it does rain, the lawn will always bounce back and recover very quickly. Tip number 3 is always water the soil around the base of the plant or the compost in the pot, because it's the roots that take in the water. If you spray it over the top, you're wasting water. It freshens them up, but they're not actually drinking in any quantity. And this is a young hydrangea here that's only been in the ground this season, and it's been struggling on hot days. It wilts a little bit. So now it's cooler. What I'm going to do is just get my trowel here and just pull out a little bit of the soil from the base like that. So just pull it out to almost make a saucer around the base of the plant, because very often if the ground's hard, the water just simply runs away. And then what we can do is give that a really good soak inside there. So I'm creating almost a little pond. Give it a good soak. The idea is to let the water go right the way down through the root ball, and it's better to do this once a week than give them a little spray on a daily basis, and that will keep that nice and healthy for at least a week if we don't get any more rain. If you have plants that are in a really hot, warm, sunny situation and they're struggling a little bit and drying out very, very quickly on hot days, a good tip is to move them somewhere out of that into the shade. Certainly if you can give them a little bit of shade between 11 o'clock in the morning and 3 in the afternoon, that will make a big difference. So we've got this corner here, it's shady during those times, and the plants are much happier as a result of that. Tip number 5 is about plants in containers. And if you've got plants that are drying out very quickly, even with daily watering, then one thing you can do is during periods of dry, hot weather is to stand them in a saucer. And this is a Pilostegia, which is an evergreen climber. So what I'm doing is putting the saucer down there, and then I can stand it in it. Now, we should never allow plants to permanently stand in water because it can rot the roots. But what will happen is if I water that and give it a good soak in, any surplus water will then run down through the drainage hole, down into the saucer. So you'll probably finish up with a little bit of water like that. But then what will happen is during the hot weather, that will not only create sort of nice water vapour around it, but the roots will absorb that up and it will keep it nice and hydrated all through the day. And finally, for tip number 6, you can use grey water. So that's washing up water, bath or shower water, which has got mild detergents, but don't use dishwasher or washing up machine water because that can be quite strong. Always let it cool, so it's just nice and cool and it won't damage the plants. And then just simply, we can water that round to make sure that we keep the soil around our vegetables and plants in the garden nice and moist. Well, thank you for watching Pots and Trowels, and now I've given you some watering tips. It's probably going to rain anyway. And remember, you can watch all the videos and the podcasts that we've done on YouTube, where you can subscribe for free. We'll be back again next week. So until then, bye.